Welcome, casuals. Me and Hoops back for another one. No guests, just the two of us.
Yeah,
Spinning shit.
Just us talking shit. So I want to address, though, before we sort of get into whatever we're going to get into, the sound situation. So we had those that listened to the episode with our good mate Lawayne. We had a few sound difficulties.
It was a bit hard, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what happened was on the Roadcaster, I bumped one of these little buttons. I bumped a button and then
Old robot man.
Lawayne didn't want to wear the headphones.
Yeah, he's like, nah, we'll just go without the headphones.
Yeah.
Because it is a bit, like, at first when you wear the headphones, hearing your own voice straight up, it's a bit
if
weird.
you're not used to it.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to wear the headphones, so we'll blame him. And turns out when I fucking ended up doing all the editing, my voice sounded like this robot. Here, I'll try to find it.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear this because I haven't heard this yet. I wish you'd just put a little snippet of it.
Hello. So this is what it sounded like.
Can't.
This shit off.
Fucking Star Wars.
Turn that shit off. So that's what it sounded like for the whole episode.
Holy fuck, Bender.
And you, wait, how good was Futurama?
Fuck yeah.
But you couldn't.
Did you attempt to at least listen
Well,
to it?
like we said, I was gonna just chuck it in for a laugh, but you can't even understand what I was saying.
Was it just distorting everything
just
out?
fuck,
Because I was
man.
thinking, fuck, could be just for a laugh. Yeah, for a laugh, it could have been half funny.
If like yous were normal and I was a robot, like I would have put it in for something, just for,
That's some Star
but
Wars shit.
you couldn't even understand what I was saying. So
Fuck, oh well.
I had to do heaps of editing.
Fuck, yeah.
The sound didn't come out as good, but
yeah, right, you just,
because I pretty much just got rid of my microphone and used the others. So
yeah,
I think mostly when I spoke, it was real soft.
a bit
but
faint. Yeah. Well, no, we got to learn.
we got it out there anyway.
We got to
and-
learn. Like, I've just been waiting for technical difficulties, eh? Like, because
Yeah.
any of this shit goes wrong, man. You know,
To be honest, I'm surprised we haven't had more. Cause,
yeah, 100%. That's what I've just been. That's why I was like, well, first one's come.
Yeah.
That just stuff happens,
'cause
especially.
we've just started this without really knowing much.
Yeah,
and
well-
I've just been figuring out this
Just winging
roadcaster
it.
and stuff.
I've
and
known that from GoPros. GoPros
Yeah.
just always fuck up.
Yeah.
Shittest product ever. Like, honestly, I don't know. Their marketing is genius. But I've had GoPros that are just, that you film shit and then they go flat. And you mine just died out, went diving out the reef. Case was on, all concealed, died.
True.
Got water. Yeah, so I've just thought, that just happens. That's just part of
what?
it.
Just a battery or
Well, multiple times, like when I did that death road over in Bolivia. You
Yeah.
heard about that?
Yeah.
The death road where you ride the bikes along that real crazy road.
push bikes with no seats?
Yeah, yeah, you do this ride on a push bike, but I was thinking, fuck yeah, I want to film this on my GoPro, right? So I had my GoPro recording all night, and then when I filmed it, it lasted like 10 minutes.
Oh,
like
true.
the first
How
10
long's
minutes of
the
it.
ride?
It's like a full day thing. Yeah.
Oh, true. What's it all downhill?
It's
thing
all
or-
downhill. You don't even push the pedal. You pretty much brake the whole time. It's fucking wicked. But like, so they load you on this Toyota Coaster with the trailer. You go out. You got to sign a waiver and all that because it's literally like a road on the side of a massive
How wide's
drop off.
the road?
It's a road that's built into the cliff, and then the drop off is literally like 400, 500 feet in there. I'll show you a video. I do have a video of me doing it. I got the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we rock up and you start on the road. You start on like bitumen. And I remember you unload, you hop on the bikes and you start riding. And there was these like two or three French fellas at the front just sooting it. I was like, fuck yeah. These are the cunts to like, keep up with and have fun, and they're boosting. We're like, fuck yeah. Then we get to
Tour de France.
Yeah, Tour de France, right? Big quadriceps. And they're just cruising along. And anyways, we go on the little dirt track, which is like full gravel, like big rocks and shit on it. And then they just must have
Catted it.
They catted it.
True.
Full winked it. The reality hit. Next minute, they're down the back. But the coaster follows you down with a trailer. And there's like little checkpoints, and if you wink in it and you're like, fuck this, you can just jump in the coaster and drive down.
Yep.
By the end of it, I think it was like a 6-hour thing, all downhill. You go down you drop like 1,000 feet, man. It's pretty epic. But by the end of it, there was like 4 or 5 still remaining out of like 20, 30
True.
people. Everyone's catted it. But the dude at the front, the tour guide or whatever, he sorts it, and you to keep up with him. So it's pretty fun. But yeah, I filmed the first 10 minutes, and then my GoPro went flat, and I was like, fuck. So I got the first 10 minutes of me sort of getting the feel of it, and then
Not even the hectic shit.
not even the hectic
Yeah.
shit, and then it went flat, and I was just spewing fucking GoPro.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, I got into the GoPro editing and shit at one time, like when I was doing a fair bit of hikes and just
And
going
traveling and that?
swimming and shit
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
and
yep.
Going to the creeks, but it's fucking hard work, eh?
It's the editing is half the headache, man.
Yeah.
For all them YouTubers and that,
Yeah.
because you got to go through all the shit. And Yeah, and it's good, but to keep the memories and that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's good to film a lot of that. And I guess they are just like, they're durable for all round outdoor. Well, they're meant to be fucking durable, but they're just, they've capitalized on that marketing. And even a lot of the YouTubers I watch, a lot of fishing channels and that I watch, they always like shout out fucking GoPro. I've lost footage because of GoPro.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Like they've shout out like, yep, sorry, I did have footage, but my GoPro malfunctioned.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah,
Okay.
like shout out in a bad way, you know?
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, no. So we've had some technical. We'll probably have more to come. It is what it is.
Well, hopefully we've sorted all that out. We're just going to wear the headphones from now. We'll get Luane back on. It was a good. I feel like it was still a decent episode to listen
it
to.
sucks
anyway.
at it for Luane, man, because I love his yarns. But we'll get him back. Big wood chopper.
Yeah, he might be a recurring guest. We'll see. And
yeah.
I'll make the cunt wear headphones next time. Another thing. What about the hats, Kev?
Oh, look at that, leveling up on the world, bud. Hey?
Got our first little bit of merch.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Gnome and Co. They've
Fuck, they've done a good job.
Yeah,
It's
they were good, man.
Like I was expecting like half, just shit quality. So these are decent. Man.
Yeah, good quality. They were easy to deal with and that too. So turnaround time wasn't too bad. No, fucking pretty happy with it.
I like the retro style too.
Yeah.
I like that style. Comfy as fuck.
Yeah, suits us, I think.
Yeah. Nah, good shit. Good works, bro.
Yeah.
Old big designer.
Yeah.
Hey, he's old. Fucking look at it.
I didn't design shit. I just told them a couple of colours to put on and they come out nice, but
that's good. So what else has been happening? What have you been doing?
I went to Cairns on the weekend. Holy fuck.
DNS.
The trip up, man.
What, roadworks?
Not roadworks.
'Cause I'm going
Fucking
there.
caravans.
Oh, yeah, because it's
Every
winter.
cunt coming up to North Queensland for winter. Caravans, boats.
Fuck. Well, I'm going up there and not this week and the weekend after. So I know what to expect. Got a Bucks party coming up, so fucking right.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm in Mariba that weekend. I'm going up that way again soon. I might even be in Cairns that week. Is it the first weekend of August?
Nah, the last weekend of July.
Okay. All right.
Last weekend of July, I think it is.
But it was it was a punish driving up. And the fact that they don't leave a gap between them, like
so
they fucking sit.
You have to punch it around 3 or 4 of them at once.
So you got to get, 3, 4, 5 at a time.
Fuck.
And then you get to an overtaking lane and then one of the cheeky cunts pulls out to overtake.
Oh, true. You know what the worst thing is subconsciously when you're on a big trip like that? What is the fucking go with it when you get to overtaking lanes, people speed up?
Yeah. Every time.
What does it go? Do they like all of a sudden look down at the speedo and think, oh, fuck, I've been driving 20k on it. I better
Honestly,
better
there was
speed limit
times where we were doing 70 on the
now.
highway.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
80 or 90.
That
Between
is
there
trash.
was like for big stretches, we were doing between 80 and 90. And then, come to the overtaking.
Just makes a long trip even
And
more
people want to
miserable,
speed up or one of the cunts towing a boat or a fucking
Did you have
caravan.
Did you have a bub in the car too?
Yeah.
You want to get it over with though? Yeah. Fuck.
It was so painful.
Or another thing that shits me is I noticed last time we did a trip down a Rocky or something is when there's roadworks happening, but there's no roadworks at all.
Yeah.
And it's like it's down to like they say 60 or whatever, and then they can't slow down to 60. So you're like, fuck, just do 100. Sorry, yeah, fuck it. They slow down to 60, and then you fucking get out of it, and then they're doing like 120.
Yeah.
They're speeding in the normal zone, but then yeah.
And when you pull up to them little lights
Yeah.
and there's fucking nothing even happening.
True. Yeah, that's I've spoken about
Yeah,
that story.
oh, yeah,
I think I
you
spoke
did,
about that
actually.
where I just ran
go.
the wallet, nearly got fucking. We had it one time actually. We went through like the lights where it was single traffic. This is when we're going down to Rocky last time, and just near Mackay there, we're going through the single lane, and my missus was driving. I was in the passenger. Next minute, she's like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" And I was half zoned out. I looked on the windscreen, and it was just like fucking spider web of that tar.
Oh,
just got sprayed all over her windscreen, all over her fucking bonnet. She's got a little white car too. So I said, "Oh, yeah, pull over right here." So she pulled over, and then one fella was like, "Where the fuck you?" Like, kind of not. Oh, he wasn't that aggressive, but don't pull over there, because she kind of pulled over still in the middle of the thing. But I wanted to talk to some of the tradies.
Oh, a worker was saying it.
Yeah.
to
So he's
you.
like, So one of the workers was like, "Hey," I was like, "Look at our fucking windscreen and car, bud." And he was a good cunt straight away. He's like, "Oh shit, yeah, right. I come over, pull over here, and I'll get the supervisor."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we pulled
Well,
up,
they cleaned it
talked
up.
to the supervisor. Well, it was fucking like on there bad, man, all over the front. So he gave us a number, and he's like, "Well, you sort out a detail mob yourself. You sort out that yourself, and we'll cover the
that's
payment
good.
or whatever." So we got into Rocky on a Friday afternoon. Fuck, I wish I could remember the company to give him a shout out, because this bloke was a legend. So we rang around. There was probably 3 or 4 different detailing places. They're all booked out like a week, 2 ahead. Got onto one fella, and he's like, Yeah, I can do that. I can fix that for you. He's a Californian dude.
Oh.
A black Californian dude with big long dreadies.
Yeah, right.
Coolest
Where in
cunt,
Mackay?
In Rockhampton.
In Rocky.
Yeah, I wish I knew his business to shout out to him.
Shout out to the black Californian with dreadlocks.
Shout out, butter.
The detailer in Rocky.
And he out of his own like time on a Friday afternoon, he's like, oh, I got a barbecue on, but that stuff needs to be done straight away, otherwise
Yeah.
it'll set in. So we got in at like 5 o'clock. He stayed there till 6 or 7, cleaned it all up, and then dropped us at the hotel.
Oh,
or
how
whatever.
good's that?
No, he dropped us at the hotel and then fixed it out and then brought the car over and we dropped him back.
Dropped
on a
him at
Friday
his
night.
barbecue.
Yeah.
Bought him a
Absolute
fucking
legend.
carton.
Yeah, fucking, he was a good cunt. But yeah, that like one of those things. Just luckily it sprayed over the windscreen. I was saying to the missus, lucky it sprayed over the windscreen because it probably sprayed everyone, but they didn't even realize.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they'd get to their destination and then see it all there, and they don't have
That
a
paint,
contact or anything.
Yeah, true. Eh?
Yeah, fuck
I
the
reckon
roadworks.
I reckon that drive south is worse than the one north. Like same distance from Townsville to Mackay's, like 4-ish hours.
Yeah, but the worst part is
Townsville to Cairns, 4-ish hours.
the worst part is after that. Between Mackay and Rocky's the worst.
That's fucking
Boring
shit.
as
That
fuck,
drive.
man. Like
Yeah.
between Serena and Rockhampton, but the worst is like realistically, the worst is between like Richmond and Mount Isa.
Rich what?
Rich what?
I just hate fucking driving, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, have you done that? Richmond and Mount Isa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, not out as far as Mount Isa.
Right,
only,
it's just-
only to like Hewenden.
It is just
Winton.
12 o'clock. You're going 12 o'clock, no trees, nothing.
Yeah.
Just dead flat, nothing to look at.
No, we drove up to Karumba years ago. I was like 12 or 13 maybe.
Yep.
And we went through that inland way.
Yeah.
And it was a fuck drive. And half it, it's like I don't know what it's like now.
Yep.
But it was like one lane, sort of. And if some cunt was coming the other way, one of you had to pull to the side.
Yeah, true. Would that have been up the Lind
I
highway?
think so.
Up
yeah.
Harvey's Range? And
Yeah,
then
so we went up
through
Harvey's Range and
Georgetown
then through,
through that way. Yeah, true. I did that. I went to Georgetown with my mate year before. We went up there shooting.
So it's still all single.
Nah, it's
right?
good now.
Oh, yeah.
Doubled up. But
'Cause
yeah, I know what you
remember,
mean. That's
yeah.
because
So
I used
if
to do that
someone
one.
was coming the other way, you'd have to get off
Yeah.
and let them go. Pull off into the dirt.
Sometimes you had to do that because I've done that sort of similar driving back in the day going to Blackwater, which is
Yep.
down through Ballyendo way, and you got to pull over where there's a crest
Oh,
because you
yeah.
can't see what's coming over the hill. And big trucks come over, so you kind of if you're
okay.
going over the hill and there's one lane, you kind of got to prepare for anything coming over. You know, now it's all double, which is fucking good. Yeah, fuck.
But yeah, that was a bit of a punish. And then we got to Cairns and fucking shittest hotel. Fuck, it was shit. Just
All the
dodgy.
slums.
Fucking ice skaters getting around everywhere. Just
the
dodgy,
fuck?
like, and it was good location on the Esplanade. On
Yeah,
the on
but
the
what? Just like Crackhead City or something?
Yeah, just not nice. So Saturday morning we went out, went and did a bit of a gym session, and then come back. There's like all these fire trucks out the front, and then we ended up going up, and then the fire alarm kept going off like 2 or 3 times, and I'm thinking, I'm not fucking please evacuate now. I'm thinking, nah, these cunts are just playing with the fire pen or whatever. Like, but I don't know if there was a fire before we got in there, or some
sure.
cunt just had a hot shower and set it off, or
So what? It was just going on for hours.
yeah, it was. And then my mate texted me yesterday, who lives up that way, and he said there was a news article come out yesterday. Someone broke into a hotel, blah blah blah. Teen charged with breaking into a hotel, and then they showed a picture of where where we stayed over the weekend.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Fuck, lucky you didn't get your
Yeah.
fucking car taken.
yeah. It was
Fuck,
it
true.
was fucking pretty dodgy, but it was only 1-2 night stay. Is
Yep.
all right.
Yeah. Sometimes.
What's the shittest place you've stayed?
Oh man, I've stayed in some absolute. I could probably in India. Some of those places
Yeah.
were a bit hectic. But I
Little
remember
hostels.
in Athens. I was young then too, so it was a bit of a reality check. I remember checking into a hostel and we caught a taxi to it, and we just got a cheap ass hostel. And then when we hopped out, it was like the hood of Athens because Athens is pretty dodgy.
I
Athens is
stayed in
pretty-
a place in Athens too.
It's a pretty hectic city, eh? A pretty-
I forget what it was called. Wonder if it was a similar area.
could have been, man.
Because we were doing like the island hopping after, and this place was like
Yep.
right near where the port was to get.
Oh, right. I honestly can't
get
remember
on.
what area of Athens it
Yeah.
was, but I remember when we hopped out of the taxi, we were walking into the hostel. There's a dude at the front shooting up,
True.
booting up into his leg too. It was random, booting into his leg, and then I was like, I was young. I obviously hadn't seen much shit back then. Like I was like,
Yeah.
fucking, that was brutal. But it was like we had a good time. Like we got on become good mates with these Welsh fellas, and we all just went out, partied, had a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, yeah. It's just a fucking bit dodgy. But what about you?
And
Any
it's
other
not what
dodgy
you
shits?
expect. Yeah, I stayed in a pretty shitty place in Athens too, but the worst would probably be in Istanbul.
Oh, really?
It was fucked.
I've
So
never
like
been there. That'd be cool as fuck.
Turkey is
Yep.
amazing.
Yep.
But
that big river and shit in the main city.
So we did
Which
like a
is
little 4-day sail through Turkey and then stayed there for another week and a half and stuff as well. Did the hot air balloons in Cappadocia.
bro,
And
that is on the buck. That looks
it
epic.
is
man.
like, I got photos and shit, but you can't describe it. It
Wow.
doesn't do it justice.
Yep.
I stayed in a cave there. Actually, talking about accommodation, that was probably one of the best places I've stayed. So it
Really?
was literally like
That's cool
a
as.
cave.
Unreal. Wow.
And,
Cooper
it-
Petey, bud.
Yeah, it was sick. But when I first got in there, I was waiting for mates to get there. So it was only one night, thankfully. But it was like one of the main streets in Istanbul, busy as.
Yep.
Like that's one of the
Proper
top
dump.
10 most populated cities in the world. I think.
Really?
Like it's
There you
so
go. Just
busy.
real dense. Yep.
So many people. So I fucking trying to find my hostel. And the street level was like a jewelry shop. Then there's like stairs to a basement. That's a tattoo shop. And the hostel was upstairs. So it was
Oh,
like
just
this
going through
just
dodgy cunt.
shit. And
Wow.
yeah, it was fucking not a good place.
Yeah, that's
But nothing happened. As long as I had somewhere to sort of store my bag and
I can't do that shit anymore now. I'm older. Like obviously, it's just get your own hotel and whatnot. But that's just kind of the part of
staying in like
doing that. I
16,
remember
16 bed
that's it.
dorms
I think I
and
remember did
stuff.
one in
I would
Thailand.
never do that again.
one in Thailand. There was 20 bed dorms, and there's always people snoring and farting and rooting and fucking cunts turning the lights on at 2 a.m. and that kind of. I still now from doing those hostel things sleep with a cover over my face.
Oh, true.
Even when like we're camping, I'll hop into my swag and be like, "Fuck." I have to like grab a shirt or something I just do it even if it's my room's pitch black.
But
like,
you got one of them little fucking
no,
things?
I don't. I just use like my missus got like a scarf thing. I tried one of them things, but I feel too restricted. You know them actual
With the-
them old
yeah,
man.
I don't know what they're
I still do that now, even when like because the new house we bought into it has these blockout blinds, like electric ones that are built into the window frame. And old mate must used to do night shift. They're wicked for my night shift. Even with that on, the room's pitch black. I still just do it out of habit. But I reckon that's from hostels. We can't fucking turning the lights on all the time in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I don't think I could do hostel.
That's why I
again
do my
like
head
that.
in observations.
Yeah, yeah.
Every 15 minutes, bang,
Yeah.
that'd do my
Yeah,
fucking
lights
head in.
just flashing on.
Lights flashing, fucking headache.
But yeah, 16, 24 bed dorms and stuff. I'd just get single beds now.
Yes, your own room. Yeah, I've had some apps. Oh, I remember, this is a bit dog. But I remember in Thailand, I was staying in a pretty, I would have been 12 bed or maybe 16 bed. And I was walking back in the morning and into my motel or whatever. We'd been down the beach partying and I kicked my toe on something, like a rock or something. I don't know what it was. Yeah, clumsy cunt. And then next minute, didn't think anything of it. Thought, you fucking bastard. Kept on walking, got into my thing, climbed on the top bunk, went to bed, woke up and it was like fucking 10 a.m. or something, whatever. And I heard this American chick. Oh my God, who spilled ketchup everywhere? There's ketchup everywhere. Oh my God, that's disgusting. And in my head, I was half asleep. And then I was thinking, fuck, my toes hurting a bit. It was throbbing. And then I sort of just kicked back there for a bit. And I woke up and looked down at my foot. And yeah, she was split open. She was busted. And then everyone must have checked out then. So I thought, fuck. So I quickly jumped, ran down, cleaned it all up. Felt so bad.
I thought you were going to say you were dripping on some cunt's head as they were sleeping. Imagine that. Wake up to a big pool of blood on
imagine
your
like someone pissing the bed above you or something.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd want to hope that fucking mattress
I know
sponges
what
it all up.
I'd love to hear like the worst hostel experiences.
Oh man,
That would be fucking.
Yep.
There'd be some wild stories.
there would be some absolute.
Like I haven't got that
terrible.
many. Even the shit place I did stay, there wasn't really much happen, and there
Yeah.
was only quick stopovers, sort of.
Yep.
But fuck, there'd be some wild yarns, I reckon.
Fucking oath. Yeah.
Some people should fucking message us.
Send them in.
Message if you got any crazy fucking shit
I remember getting
experiences.
like I remember in Colombia. I think it's somewhere in South America. There must be Colombia and Peru. A lot of the showers are electrically heated. Oh. They're not like gas or whatever. And I remember reaching up to move the shower head because it was too like small or whatever, and getting fucking shocked.
Zapped ya?
Yeah,
True.
proper shocked. Like not too bad.
Like a little trampoline zap.
Like a kind of not like more than that. Like grabbing like a electric fence sort of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like proper shocked me. Like, hey, you cunt. Shocked me round. But yeah, so that and I don't know. There's probably still heaps of other shit places I stayed, but I'm just trying to think of it right now. Eh?
Yeah.
Some of those hostels too. You notice in some of those cities. I noticed it in the American cities. some of those hostels, you get the people that hostels are so cheap, even
Yeah.
staying there all the time, they're cheap as fuck. So
Cheaper than like renting somewhere, just
you
permanently live there.
You always get the like. I remember staying in one room in Halifax. It was Canada on the eastern coast, and there was like it was the same 12-bed dorm or whatever, and there was one old like seedy bloke in there, and we were just you tell because there's young beautiful women staying in the same room,
Yeah.
and you're just thinking like, oh, this is deviant,
Yeah.
you know, this is fucked.
Man, it'd be fucked like traveling as a young solo female, or even as a
Which is
couple
crazy
or
because
something,
there's,
eh?
when you do start backpacking, you realize more Sheilas travel than
Yeah,
blokes.
I feel so.
It's always
Especially solo and
it's
or
always
like
the-
just a pair
yeah.
of them and stuff.
It's always the opposite to a sausage fest.
Yeah.
Any hostel you go to, there's always more women than
Yeah.
dudes, and a lot of them are solo.
Can you imagine
it's
that
like
just coming across these old creepy.
Yeah,
fucking-
I know. You got to have like they got to have their wits about them.
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah,
you got to
for
have your
sure.
wits about you when traveling, anyways. But especially being a female.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's crazy, man. Oh well, so yeah, Cairns. What else you get up to up there?
Nah, fucking. This was another shit. I'm just saying how shit the experience it was
Yeah.
here. It was actually a pretty good weekend away. Mrs. got to catch up with some friends up there and stuff, and it was beautiful weather. It was it was a
It's good weather at the moment,
yeah,
eh? Oh, I'm
yeah.
loving it. Yeah.
Little Arctic blitz hitting
Yeah.
us or whatever they reckon.
One week of winter. Is
Yeah,
that what?
someone was
Arctic
telling
blitz?
us, oh yeah, there's an Arctic blitz coming over or something. I said that sounds like a fucking super duper flavor or something.
Arctic blitz. That's a bit
New
extravagant.
Gatorade flavor or something, eh? Arctic blitz.
Proper. It does. Fuck, it does. Fuck yeah. Rejuvenate yourself with an Arctic blitz.
What color? What color you reckon?
For
I reckon
sure
like
light blue.
light blue. Yeah,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
like your denim shorts.
Yeah, definitely. That's
Arctic
full
blitz. I'd
on
buy
blitz.
that. Cut
Who
that.
said is that Livio? Come on.
Nah. Someone at work reckons. Oh yeah, no. There's an. You know, there's always one kind who thinks they know the weather and
Oh
stuff.
fucking hell, that's gold.
Yeah, no. There's an Arctic blitz coming over us and stuff. I'm
Fuck
thinking,
yeah. I'm loving it. It's so good. Get to wear me hoodie once a week.
Yeah. No, it's been
I
beautiful.
love it.
So it was a good trip away.
Yep.
But another shit thing was we went out for breakfast and as I do, I look at the menu for 20 minutes. Always
Yeah.
get the eggs Benny anyway.
Yeah, just explore your options, but go back to fucking plan.
Shouldn't even look at the menu. It's like going for lunch. Look
Oh,
at the
faithful.
menu for fucking half hour and
Yep.
still get a crumb steak or a chicken palmy.
Palmy for sure.
Palmy or crumb steak.
Fucking oath. It's
No
just
other options.
The default, hey. Why not? If it's not broke, don't need
Yeah.
fixing. Yeah.
And I just like trying the eggs Benny's wherever I go.
Yeah. Yep. Can't beat
But
holidays.
yeah, got an eggs Benny and then fucking wooden cutlery.
Oh,
So the
splinters
first
in your lips,
Yes. Splinters in your lips. But literally the first,
like bamboo little ones. Like
not even bent, just wood, like little fucking
Were they
cardboard
True.
cutlery. It was so shit. No, it wasn't sharp. So the first, I broke the fork the first time I put it in,
Oh no.
and then I'm pressing down on that toast, get the little gammon fucking cardboard knife, trying to cut it, and the fork just snaps. Had to get another one.
Oh,
and then I'm like just trying to cut through this toast,
Fucking hacksaw.
like 20 fucking slices just to get one little bit
just
off.
rattling
It
your
was
table
so-
around.
Yeah.
One of them uneven tables and it's just rattling salt and pepper. Like an earthquake.
Oh man, it was so frustrating. Trying to eat this
fuck.
fucking meal took
Yeah,
twice as long. Probably it was
I hate
probably
that.
good to slow me down because
Yeah.
this is always getting up me that I eat too
Eat quick.
fast.
Yeah.
So it was probably a good way to slow me
I
down.
eat quick too. My missus eats quick too, which I'm thankful for because
In and out of the restaurant.
Yeah, in and out. And then have you ever been to like lunch with mates or something and one person's eating slow?
Yeah.
We had one mate in our crew, fucking Baxter. He used to just eat like we'd literally all be finish the whole meal and he'd just be halfway through his fries.
What's he just
I don't
talking
know.
or
I
what?
don't know. Just moseying along. I don't know.
enjoying it, savoring the flavor?
It become like a sort of a fucking recurring joke.
Yeah. Wonder if it just fucking wants to digest it better.
Maybe, maybe we all have heartburn after it. He's just kicking back.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's shit. And another thing with that is when the sourdough is fucking toasted too much or
Yeah,
whatever, and it's like
yeah.
teeth breaker. That's
This
pretty
was
cool.
it wasn't sourdough, but it wasn't normal bread either. It was like some weird little
yeah.
thing.
Was it a good feed other than that?
little on the small side.
Yeah,
I'm being real negative here. I did actually get an extra hash brown.
Oh, he's all. That's how I am, bro. I need like. We're men. We need to eat. You know what I mean? Like fucking Sheilas don't eat.
I
that
don't
much.
eat as much now as I used to, just
Yeah.
because I've like the last
When you're a kid,
years now, like probably 6-7 years, been fasting off and on.
Yeah,
and I
right.
feel like my guts has just shrunk.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So I don't
How's
eat-
that work? You don't eat till lunch or something? You don't eat breakfast?
Yeah, usually not till 10 or 11
Yeah,
o'clock
yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yep.
Only, not all the time, but
Yep.
more times than not.
Yeah.
I'm sort of on fasting most
Yeah,
days.
that's fair enough.
And yeah, I can't eat anywhere near as much as I used to.
I'm probably the same. When we were young, 18, 19, I used to eat so much, man. Literally used to eat. And I've always been like a bag of bones.
Don't put any weight
I
on.
remember when I used to reline meals, eating, and all the older blokes being like, "What do you got, hollow legs?" You know, the classic thing.
Bottomless
Where's
pit.
that food go? Old bottomless pit. And there's a young fella at work now. He's 18 and same build, tall, skinny, lanky fella, Cambodian fella.
fast
He's
metabolism.
He's Cambodian, but he's tall
true.
and skinny.
Yeah,
It's random
right.
as. But yeah, he just eats and eats and eats all the time, and it's the same. I remember, like, you can hear people in the smoke. I'm one of them now. What, I got hollow legs? Yeah, it goes around. Like, yeah, that's just when you're younger. I think you just eat and eat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you
There it
could
goes.
eat anything
Like,
and
I'm
everything.
thinking about that. Imagine having like a heap of boys, or when they're teenagers. My cousin's 4 boys, teenagers. Man, Arnie's bill must have been so
Trying to
much,
feed 'em,
eh?
yeah.
It would have been expensive. Imagine that now with inflation, but $500 a week, probably more.
We spend fucking $300-400,
I know.
and there's only me, my missus, and daughter
I know,
who
bro.
doesn't
Yeah,
eat.
I know.
It's so frustrating trying to get her to
Yeah.
eat. You wait till your
know,
kid is
I know.
2 years old.
Yeah. What's the tricks? How do you do
Nothing.
it? Nothing. Yep.
I don't know.
That's going to be, especially if you whip up a big feed and they don't even eat
Yeah.
it. That's
She
gonna
eats
be-
all her
that's gonna
stuff
be
at
hard.
daycare. Like, you check the little board and it says ate all her food and whatever. But trying to get her to eat at home.
Yeah. Well, she's just too amused. Like, she just wants to do other
Fuck
stuff,
me.
sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating, and you feel bad because they're not eating. But
Yep.
when she's hungry, she eats. I
Yeah,
suppose.
okay,
Like,
yeah.
you just got to think.
Yeah, I know.
They'll eat if they're hungry, but otherwise, it's
That's going to be a learning curve for sure.
yeah, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, I love Cairns. I'm keen. I'm going up there in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So
no, it was good. Like,
Well,
we
mates bucks.
we going about the Townsville Cairns thing, and
Yeah,
we did that
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But it is. Fucking,
I love Cairns.
It is
yeah.
good for a
Yeah,
weekend.
it is. I absolutely love it. Every time.
But what about at this breakfast as well? What's your opinion? Dogs at restaurants.
I've never been one to do it myself, but my dogs are full on. Like, my dogs are not. I don't have dogs that you take to the markets, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Probably my own fault. Haven't socialised them properly enough. But my dogs, they will run around and they love to play, and they're just, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm not. If it's, I guess, to me, if it's an obedient sort of dog that's just chilling, then that's all right.
Yeah. Even then,
You know?
I don't know. Something just puts me off about it. Eh?
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, literally, the next table over, these cunts had 3 big ass dogs, like
Really?
a fucking big mastiff
Really?
and 2 other border collie looking things.
Were they just
No,
chilling?
The biggest one was chilling.
Yeah.
The other 2 were a bit up and down, and
Yeah.
she's telling him, lay down. Tried to tell the cunt about 10 times.
Yeah, that's what I'll be doing if I had my dog there.
But yeah, I don't know. Even if they are obedient, I don't think it's
it's an eating place. You sort of don't want
something about it.
when I eat at home, I don't make sure I don't eat in front of my dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
my dogs are downstairs or whatever.
yeah, something I just don't like about it. Eh?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Some
Fair enough.
cunt 2-3 meters away from you, fucking
Yeah.
with a big ass dog. Even if it's a lap dog, they're even worse most of the time.
Same.
You
I
see
reckon.
them fucking sitting there and they're barking at every cunt going past.
They're the dogs. We used to take our dogs to Palarenda off leash park,
Yeah.
beach there.
Yeah.
Used to do it all the time. We stopped doing it because people become real uptight.
Yeah.
It's changed. It's changed to how it used to be. But anytime we've seen sort of dogs that were like little dogs, I'd try and call my dogs back and put
Yeah.
them on a lead, just because the little dogs just carry on all the
Yeah,
time.
they fucking little yappy
Yeah.
cunts have a go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's real weird. It become a real pretentious beach, eh? It's a weird vibe that I reckon.
Yeah, I
now.
stopped sort of going there as well, or would go at real quiet times with
We had-
my old dog.
I had one Sheila, like my dog she come down and my dog went up to play with her. My dog was just playing with her little Staffy, and then Staffy played wimp straight up or whatever. Their Staffy, and laid on its back, and my dog was just playing. And then she's like, the Sheila's pushed my dog away and was like, "Get away, you asshole!" She called my dog an asshole or whatever. What the fuck? And I was like, "Come on, mate!" Like I can't remember what I said, but my missus reckons it's hilarious because I said something calm and you could tell it made Sheila realize how out of line she was.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah, I don't know what
It's good, when
yeah.
you can be
Yeah.
like calm in a situation
Yeah,
or
yeah.
say something that isn't, you don't raise your level
Yeah,
or
exactly.
anything.
That's what it
but
was
then
like,
it
and
like, it
I don't know what
it
I don't know
shuts
what,
them up.
I don't know what I said, but you could tell she was and then that happened, and then something happened again, and then it was like, you know when you're at an off leash beach and you look up and someone's walking towards you and they got their dogs on a lead.
Yeah.
And you're
I don't
and you're
like that.
Man, you go up the other end of the beach where you have to keep them on.
I'd always
like,
chuck mine on with
Yeah,
my
so then
old
you
dog.
gotta-
I'd always chuck him on if I seen someone else with a leash.
Exactly. So then you got to call your dogs back. Everyone else has had their So then we just noticed that it become real pretentious. So we sort of stopped taking our dogs. To that.
No, I used to go there heaps with my old boy, and but people would get weird because he was like
he's a big pitty,
big black.
He was
fucking
staunch. Was he pitty?
Yeah, pitty bull Arab, but he was like he had like the big pitty head, like big giant head on him, and solid, but was tall,
tough looking
tall
dog.
and big like an Arab, and he would have been bit over 40 kilo, big ass head on him, and people would get real weird around him, but he was awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
He
like,
was chill dog. I
he'd be
remember
trying to play with people's dogs, and
Yep.
they'd be like fucking trying to pull theirs away and stuff. And I'm thinking, I got a bit over it.
It's always like I don't want to use this word, but it's like discrimination against big dogs.
Big black dog, and he's scared of him.
You know what I mean? Like they just instantly like
they
when
do.
it's the little dogs, little
Yeah.
fucking sausage dogs that carry on, big note their crap, or like trying to be heroes all the time.
Them little fluffy fucking
Yeah.
Pomeranians and shit, eh? Fucking hell. Who would want one of them?
One of my mates, his missus won one. He caved and got one. And I've seen a Snapchat there that from his missus, and he's loving it now.
True.
He's
Yeah, I suppose it
snuggling
would
up to
go
it.
on. Yeah.
He didn't want it, but one of the things that he was selling, she was selling to me about this dog, is it doesn't shed.
Yeah,
It's one of them little
righto.
fluffy. It looks like a little toy bear. I don't even know the name of it. Expensive dog.
Yeah.
Tiny little thing, tiny, and it doesn't shed any fur.
Really?
At all. They don't shed fur.
You'd think the long-haired ones would shed
Yeah.
more.
Well, it was a little fluffy looking. I could not tell you what it is, but yeah. How's that? That's pretty like that.
It
is a
would
selling
go.
point.
I say that now, like, oh fuck, little dogs is. But I bet if I got one,
Yeah, when you get older,
I'd
when
be
you get
cuddling
older,
up to the country.
I reckon it's probably like a bit of an older thing too. And to say that, like our dogs at the moment, since we have a little fella, one of them's a bit skittish, and we are
true.
curious about how he's going to go with when there's a toddler. Like, you know what I mean? Because he plays, but he nips.
Yeah,
and it's
right.
playful, but you don't want that around a toddler.
Nah, yeah, it is weird. When you start having kids, you got to make sure that your
Yeah.
dog has the right. You can't have any doubt at all.
Exactly.
I remember when
So
we were
that's-
younger, my cousins had a dog, and their kid got attacked on the face, like fucking had big scars on her face for quite a while. I think as she grew up, it got better, but
Yep.
like bit her on the face.
Wow.
Fucked her up pretty bad.
That's actually I heard a story.
And they didn't even get rid of the dog.
Oh man, wow. Well, I heard a story about this recently, and it was funny because my missus was telling me one of her workmates told her the story, and then a new fella started at work, and he was telling me this story, and it was the same story, and I was like, I've heard this story before. Was this so and so? And he's like, turns out it was the same story. His mate's missus worked with my missus.
Oh, true.
Yeah. I was like, I've literally
So you heard it from both
yeah, I've
people.
heard it from two different people. But what happened is they came home from town or something after, and this Sheila went to a place for kick-ons, and this Sheila went to pat. It was like a Roddy, I think, and got down close to the face and went to pat the Roddy, and the Roddy nipped at her. I think it was like more of a playful nip, but his tooth caught onto her neck and full split her open. They had to get ambos and everything. Yeah, fucked her up.
You ever been bit by a dog?
Yeah, I've been by a dog twice. They've both been. You're gonna laugh at
Cattle
this.
dogs. Of course.
Both been blue cattle dogs.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
fucking don't trust them cunts. Yeah, once when I was young, my mate Harrow's dog, when we were real young, bit me here, and then another one. I can't remember. Actually, I can't remember when the other one. No, the other one might have been Bob Catter's dog, chasing us,
Chasing everyone
chasing
down
us
the
on the
street.
thingo. Yeah, but and then I had another mate, Casey. He had a blue cattle dog, and it hated me, absolutely hated me. We go around there for beers, and it'd just go at me all the time. The other boys, would do
Anyone
right with it,
else or just
but
you?
Just me. But then his brother Hobbit was like, because Casey's a ranger.
Oh, yeah.
Hobbit was just joking. He's like, yeah, he's only wants one ranger in his life, bud.
No place for two.
yeah. What about you? Have you been?
Yeah. Oh, accidentally by my old dog now.
Yep. Just
when
play fighting?
Nah, my sister got a dog for a while, and she had it. Didn't really train it or do much with it, and then ended up offloading it to us, sort of, and they just fought
Yep.
fucking all the time. We ended up having to pretty much put them in different sections of the yard and chain them up for ages until we got rid of the other dog.
Yeah,
But
right.
they were in a fucking...
That'd be hard, eh? That'd be
yeah,
so hard,
it was
man.
so shit. And he was a lovely dog too.
Yep.
But just shit temperament.
Yep,
Wasn't trained
Fuck,
or
yeah,
anything.
it's hard
Didn't
to-
listen at all.
Yeah, it's hard to get that.
But they were blueing one time and sort of got in between, like ripping them apart and stuff, and just clipped my calf.
Oh, right.
So one tooth at the top of my calf and like either side of my calf.
Oh, right.
Like
Like
sort
little
of
puncture?
pierced, punctured like either
Shit.
side of it. And it was fucking pretty bad.
Wow. Goes to show how vicious they can
Yeah.
be, you know?
Like, and this
real
was
quickly.
just accidental. Like,
Yeah, imagine if they want to fuck
imagine
you
a
up.
dog
Yep.
any size, like
Yep. That, like they're
being
more-
full fucking aggressive at you.
Full
That you
mongrel.
can't, there's no way you're stopping it.
Yeah, 100%. Unless you fucking, like, this is like off topic, but old mate who fucking choked out that mountain lion.
Yeah.
Remember that story? You got fucked up with a mountain lion, you know, unless you did something like that. But I think most dogs like fucking
I
put
think
it. My
most
dogs,
would fucking-
I reckon most of my dogs, if they went nuts, would put it
Yeah.
at me for sure. Unless I had a little fucking sausage dog and I'll shot put that cunt into the atmosphere,
Just
the
kick
stratosphere.
the fuck out of it.
Drop kick it.
Yeah.
Golden point, bud.
Fucking, yeah.
Oh no. Fuck.
Get a 2-point field goal with that cunt.
Scotty Drinkwater, 43 metres out.
Kick it that far. But any half-sized dog, like medium to big-sized dog, I don't think there's much chance.
Yeah,
Because
true.
this, I remember how much it hurt, and they weren't even trying.
And they were just
like
playing.
it was accidental.
I remember coming home. My old dog, best dog we ever had, Dexter Kelpie Cross. That's the one I had a couple of, probably a while back now, 5 years. Best dog I've ever had. He was literally the best dog. I reckon he'll be the one when I'm on my deathbed. He'd be the top of the dogs. You know, he's a fucking legend. But I remember coming home from town late at night and jumping the fence and him just shooting out of his crate and just coming up to me 100 mile an hour. I thought I was someone intruding and just staunched the fuck out of me. I was like, hey, whoa, it's me. Then he smelt me and obviously was all over me. But like, fuck, it put the wind up.
That's
me.
good. That's what you want to see.
It is. It is what you want to see. 100%. We went down to the one of them parks. I think it was Anderson Gardens, and we went down there. There's a little gully area there, and I took him off the lead just to run around for a little bit. No one else around, you know. Let him run around a bit, and he ran behind one of them big rain trees.
Yeah.
Then he ran around it, and I was like, fucking going to look around where he didn't come around the other side. I was like, what the fuck? And he jumped up into the middle of the rain tree, which is like mile high.
Like into the fork of the tree.
Yeah, into the fork of the tree, and then ran up the branch. You know how those branches they go off as like one big branch, and he walked up the branch. Was like literally, I don't know, 2 stories high up on the branch, and I'm like, fucking get down, cunt. I'm like underneath him, hovering.
Did he jump?
And then he just turned around. I was thinking, how's he going to get down? This is hectic. Turned around on the spot, ran down, leaped off the thing and landed on the ground, just wagging his tail. He was a loose unit, but he was fucking coolest dog.
It's
man.
crazy when you see
miss him.
dogs climb them big walls and shit, eh?
Yeah,
And,
they fucking jump
do
high,
the
eh?
tricks and stuff.
Yeah, well, this he got out. We were doing some renos at our house, and one of the tradies didn't latch the gate properly.
yeah.
And then that night, every night during the week, there was a fucking cattle dog of all fucking things, but cruising up and down the street and like causing the dogs to go off. You know what I mean? Causing
Yeah.
the dogs. And I even seen someone post on the Currajong Gulliver, who owns this fucking cattle dog? It's stirring up every dog in the street in the middle. And I could resonate with that. I'm like, fucking oath, bud. And it just stir up all the dogs. But what happened, I reckon, is that dog, because our dogs used to play with it. They'd be barking at that dog in the middle of the night, but like a happy bark, like they wanted to play. And I reckon that dog coming along, I reckon both our dogs got out because we woke up in the morning, one of the dogs was back home, gate was open and he was missing. And then so we put the posts on the pet and dogs post. And we went out for breakfast. Remember all us boys used to go for brekkie at the farmhouse?
Buffet, yeah.
The buffet. And all of us boys went out to brekkie. And then we got a notification, he's been found. So I went and picked him up at this like sort of random workshop up behind Keene Street there. And I was like, yes, found him. But then when we got him, he was all busted up and I realised he couldn't stand. Like he couldn't stand up. So we sort of took him to a vet and she's like, at Green Cross, because it just happened to be the closest ones right there, Green Cross Vets. We usually go to Hemmett Street, which is awesome. I wish we had it in
Hemmett
hindsight.
Street is good.
I wish we had in hindsight just gone to Hemmett Street, but this one just happened to be right there. So I took him in and they're like, yeah, it doesn't seem like anything's too wrong with him, blah, blah, blah. Like, righto. So we fucking took him back home, nurtured him for that day and realised he couldn't stand up, nothing.
Fuck.
So we nurtured him for a day, took him to the Green Cross again the next day, and they're like, he's got a broken back. But they moneyed us. They like absolutely like manipulate us for more money, I reckon, eh?
Yeah.
So he's got a busted tooth infection. We should probably fix that. And then he's also got so they did that straight away, which cost us however much, $700-800. And then they scanned his back after that and said he had a broken back. It's like, wouldn't you do
Surely
that
they
first?
could tell straight away.
Yeah. So then we end up paying for the tooth and having to we paid for him to fix up his mouth, and then they had to put him down after it anyway.
Fuck.
Yeah, and I was rattled. Honestly, I was rattled.
Yeah,
I took a
man.
week off work. I
Yeah.
think. I didn't
It
come
is
to work.
one of the hardest things when you got
Yep.
a dog for a long period of time and you got that connection.
I only
It's
had him for like
crazy
2
to-
years. Like he was only like I've had dogs before for way long, and I was crying like a little girl. Eh?
Yeah.
Honestly, it buckled me.
No, I remember putting my boy down and fuck. It was so hard.
Yeah. Did you? Because he was old. Did you get to do?
Oh, he was only like 10 or so.
He had that big. Didn't he have that big?
No, so he
lump, or
ended
was that
up
the other one.
Yeah, no, that was the other one. But
Yep.
we found out that he had bone cancer or something
Oh,
like that,
man.
and then because
Yep.
then he was limping around and stuff, and it was pretty selfish, to be honest. But I just had him on like these painkillers and doing some stuff that probably lasted 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks,
Yep.
and and then it just got so bad. I come home from work one day, and he literally couldn't even stand up.
Yeah, that's shattering.
So he's just laying there, still fucking had his wits about him, sort of, but he just couldn't move. So I ended up picking this big cunt up, like trying to carry him, putting him in the car, and then trying to carry him into the vet.
Yep.
And but it was funny because he was even right till the end. They're giving him some treats, and he's like fucking eating them all, and he's like still happy as sort of thing, but just couldn't move. And it was such a hard thing to do.
It is, honestly.
'Cause, he was fucking awesome. And that was the first dog I had for myself. Like, it wasn't a family dog.
It was your pet.
He was actually mine.
Yeah.
Wasn't a family dog.
Yep.
But, he was fun. Talking about, how your dog's staunch and being protective and stuff.
Yep.
He used to be funny because the next door neighbours, this beautiful old couple, and if no one was there or we would be upstairs and stuff, he'd go to the fence and he'd get pats from them and stuff like that and fucking love up to them. But then mum would go down, hang the washing, and he'd sit next to her, and if they walked past, he'd like sit there and growl at them and like staunch them. Just that's how protective he was.
Holy wow.
He'd like put the shits up them if we were there, like trying to protect us. But then if we weren't, he's like going and getting patted and
Yeah. True big make out.
yeah. But it was fucking. It's a hard thing to do.
It is hard. One of my other dogs when I was younger, Max, he was a border collie. He was a wicked dog too. It just makes me think like growing up in Charters Towers. I used to just ride my push bike around with him, no lead ever.
Yeah, he'd just follow you.
Yeah, he just cruise around with me all the time. I never really remember having him on a lead. Where here in Townsville, people, if you don't have a dog on the lead, they look at you like you fucking shot their cat or something.
Yeah,
they look at you like like you got an AK-47 in your hand.
Yeah.
But anyways, he used to just ride around with me all the time. We used to go where I lived. There was like a heap of bush, like a heap of hills. I used to just walk the hills with him all the time. Used to take him down the weir. He was a water dog. Absolutely loved. Like we used to cross the weir wall. He'd be there with you swimming. And then I would have been young, 12, I think it was. Went outside like, where is he, Max? And then we found him like solid rigor mortis already kicked in, laying down but stiff.
Oh yeah.
Went to move in, he was stiff, and it must have been a snake bite or something.
Oh.
But I just think about this. Our neighbour, like we were like, oh shit, and obviously like had no like mum. There's no dad around or anything, so it was just me and mum. And then the neighbour came over. He was like some bushy fella. He was a legend. At 7 or 8 o'clock at night, he dug a hole in our backyard and buried him.
Yeah.
Like how nice is that?
Yeah, we buried all our dogs in the backyard.
I didn't do that with my last with Dexter, with my favourite dog ever. I wish I did, man.
No, we got them all in the backyard.
Yeah.
We probably got fucking 3 dogs buried
That's how
in the backyard.
I wish I did
at Mum and
that.
Dad's, I reckon.
You plant a tree above them or whatever.
Yeah.
I wish I did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the time with Dexter, I was just they offered, we can take care of it for an extra whatever it was, $30, and I was like, yeah. I was just shattered. You deal with it. It's crazy when they put them down too, and you're holding them in your arms, and how quickly it happens.
Yeah.
It's pretty full on. But yeah, I just thought about that fella. What a legend. He what a good bloke.
Yeah.
Literally just did all the hard work at 7 or 8 o'clock at night for his neighbours.
Poor fucking
Dug the hole down the
yeah.
back. Fucking top bloke, eh? But then it was a bit shit. Like I think about this as like I love my mum. She's a legend. But then we got another dog. I don't know what my mum was thinking. Then we got another dog similar that was not from a puppy, another border collie that looked a hand-me-down, and she tried naming it Max again. trying to like, you know what I mean? And
How old were you?
12 or something.
So it's not like you were real young where you could get like tricked into it.
I had no attachment to that dog at all.
Yeah.
And then my neighbour ended up taking that dog under his wing because I just really didn't want a bar of it. And it's a crazy story. He was telling me years later. So it was my neighbour and my mate's younger brother. He took it. They moved out to Burdekin. They had a house on the Burdekin on the river. And he went walkabouts. They missed fucking, you know what I mean? Couldn't find him. 3 months later, they tracked him down. He was at Mingala.
Oh, fuck.
30, 40K away.
You ever had cats?
Yeah. I had one cat when I was younger, but I'm not a real fan. To be honest.
No, neither. But talking about that, we had a cat. This is pretty fucked up, actually. Yeah. But we had a cat. I think it was named Gypsy.
Hey, Gypsy cat.
Little like red cat.
Yeah.
But it was a kind of a thing. And
Yeah.
I remember one time, I think Mum took it for a drive and just sort of dropped it off somewhere.
Nah, the old offload.
Yeah.
You're on your own now.
And like same thing, like 2 or 3 months later, this cunt's on the back steps. Like
Little dingo tracker.
yeah. Found its way back
Holy
somehow. But it took
fuck,
ages. Like
Wow, true.
it was I might not have been 3 months, but
Yeah,
it was more than a month, I reckon.
That's smart, eh? That's unreal.
But yeah,
Wow.
it was I was young. Like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were fucking
I'm not a fan of them,
nah.
to be honest. Yeah.
They just I don't know.
Some people love them, you know.
We used to have birds a fair bit when I was younger, budgies and
Yeah.
guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs,
We
yeah,
had
yeah.
guinea pigs a fair bit.
We had chooks. We had 5 chooks. I sort of regret getting rid of them at the
Yeah.
egg crisis right
Yeah.
now. You seen there's no eggs?
Yeah.
I know, fucked. Yeah, we had chooks for a bit there. They're hectic, man. Chooks, they fuck each other up. 'Cause
But fight all the time.
Well, we started off with 2, and then we got another 2, and you can tell the classic saying, the pecking order, or whatever, you know.
Oh, yeah.
like because there's one that the 2 tried to
I've
staunch
only
out.
just thought of that right now.
well,
That's where it comes from, the
100%.
pecking order.
Yeah, well, they're really there's what got to be an alpha amongst
Yeah.
them, you know, and so they kind of try to out at the other 2, and then we got one wicked black chook, fully black, bit of green around at the neck. It was cool looking chook, and they all because it went 2-2, then that was the 5th one we got. They just all outed that one, and we the missus,
But all ganged up on it.
yeah, fucked it up. The missus sent me a photo, and he was like, oh, she had like the back of her just pecked, like fucked up, bleeding, all busted and that. Yeah, they come good.
hell.
She come good. We put a bit of sprayed that pink shit on it,
Yeah.
and you know took care of it, and
It fixes
yeah.
everything with
Yeah,
any
well.
animal. Eh? You just spray that
Just
pink.
put that
I don't
pink
even
shit
know
on
what
it.
the fuck it is.
Yeah, I don't know
Antiseptic
either.
spray.
Fucking yeah. So we put that on. It ended up becoming good. I love that chook.
Did
It
they
was
get
wicked.
along after a while? Or
Nah, we ended up keeping them separated for a bit. We put it back in there eventually, and then the same thing happened again. Yeah. So we sort of kept them separate for a bit. But we ended up getting rid of them when we were moving house because the new house doesn't have as much of a backyard. And
Yeah.
that. If I did it again, I'd have a big chicken pen and they just stay in there.
did they used to pump some eggs out?
Massive. No, well they were hit and miss. So for a while they stopped pumping eggs out. We're like, what the fuck? One of my workmates reckons give him some ivermectin. Does that happen to his neighbours? And we gave him some ivermectin, and then come good.
Yeah, right.
They must have had a little bit of a parasite or
Yeah,
something. I don't
yeah.
know. That, and then they started pumping eggs out. Probably
That
on
is a good
average
thing
one a
about
day
them, eh?
per chook or something.
Yeah.
But they come in waves. I found sometimes I'll be pumping them out, and then they'll have a couple of days where they don't have any, and I don't know. It was just up and down, you know, sort of fluctuated a bit. But that's my ideal. Like imagine that being off the grid, having all a heap of animals and shit. That's the
have a few
dream, mate.
fucking-
Fuck,
What else? What else would you have?
fuck cattle for sure, man.
Goats. My old boss reckons
Goats?
he used to have a goat, but it grew up around dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And he said it used to act like a dog and
Fuck yeah. Play fetch with it.
yeah. But he fucking people coming into the yard, he'd fucking bail them up and stuff. Like he'd full on acted like a
God.
dog. He reckons.
They reckon geese. Geese are real staunch,
yeah.
fucking real good guard animals.
They're fucking
Pretty
half
funny.
feet. too,
And
eh?
they put the wind up people
Imagine
randomly.
getting
Eh?
fucking pecked by a goose.
I've heard goats are really hard to maintain. Like they're really hard to fence them in.
Oh,
Apparently
yeah.
they're Houdinis.
Yeah,
they can get
right.
out. But I'd love to have all that shit. Even like horses are just so fucking expensive.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Be cool having a horse.
Fuck, they're cool animals. But hey, that was another thing on the
They're
road. Like
staunch.
fucking heap of cunts with the what's
Oh,
the
the
things
big- the
called?
floats.
The floats with
Yeah.
horses in the back. Like I don't know where they were all going.
big camp
Caravans,
raft or
boats,
rodeo or
floats.
something on. Yeah.
But yeah, just looking at them, driving behind them, and they're just such beautiful
They
animals.
are.
eh?
They're fucking staunch.
It would be
dude,
cool
man.
to own a horse. Eh?
It would be. It'd be cool to be able to like actually just like ride
Just
one,
jump
and
on
take
and
them
fucking- yeah.
That's the dream, you know. That's fucking cool. But they're obviously super. I remember my mate, his parents were horse trainers, and they had one of the Cowboys had a horse. Can't remember who it was. It was one of the Cowboys from back in the Aaron Payne or something. They were training one of the Cowboys' horse. Can't remember
Maybe
who it was. Yeah,
I think they had greyhounds as well for a bit.
could have been, but
couple of 'em.
I remember them telling me how much it was worth. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, it was.
You don't need a fucking fast racehorse or anything from good genes. Just get a
Yeah.
little one you can plot around.
Yeah,
in.
100%.
Like
But
if
I
you
remember
had
thinking that's a 4-wheel, like more than a 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
You know, that's a fucking RZR right there or something. I'd rather have a fucking.
Yeah.
If I-
You
if
don't
you're
have to
spending that much
feed a
money on it.
fucking four-wheeler.
Exactly.
Feed and wash a four-wheeler.
And don't have a mind of its own, too. You can just fucking soot it where you want.
You just got to put petrol in the
Yeah.
car. Service it every now
Wow,
and then.
yeah, fuck servicing it. That's a
Yeah.
headache.
Wonder if it would probably even out, you reckon? Like putting petrol and servicing and stuff. Say, think of this, a 5-year period, what it costs to maintain a horse and what it costs to maintain a quad
True, eh?
or
Motorbike.
motorbike.
I wouldn't know enough about horses. We need to get someone who knows heaps.
What would be your
Livo,
guess?
no? I reckon it'd be cheaper with four-wheeler. I don't know.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Mm.
But say you were riding it all the time and you needed to keep servicing it.
Well, you get a King Quad or something, however much they cost, they're nearly 20 grand or something. They're probably 15, whatever they are, 15, 20 grand. And then you got to tyres over however long. Then you got to service it. And then anything with wheel, this is what I've learned lately. Anything with wheels, I've had a bad run in the last month or two.
I hate motors and
Anything
cars
with wheels,
and
shit goes
anything.
wrong. So it started with my motorbike. Well, it started last year. Me and my mate were out riding. I crashed my bike and then it wouldn't start after that. I couldn't fucking start it, and we had to push.
Is that up at Cardwell?
Nah, that's before that when my mate broke his leg. Fuck, that's a fucked up story. Yeah, with my mate, I'll spin that. My mate up in Cardwell riding around the hills, and then where it's wicked. There's some wicked hill climbs and that up behind like Addy Creek Falls and
it's
that.
cool as up there.
It is fucking awesome, man. So we're hitting all these hill climbs. And what's crazy is I was just following my mate, bruh, and we started at this, like, it's like a 6 mile creek or something before you get into Cardwell.
Yeah.
And you go all these backtracks, and I'm just following. This is my first time I've been riding there. I'm just following my mate around and riding up and down these hills. I think there were 6 of us. Fuck, it was fun. And then I'm following my mate, and he goes off this little trail, and we're going over this hill, like a crest, and you can't even see what's on the other side. And he popped down, and we popped down at the car park at Addy Creek Falls.
Oh, yeah.
And what I noticed is I was like, I'd been to Addy Creek like a month before that with the missus, and where we popped out, it was like a jump nearly. He jumped out on the other end. Like it would have been too late. Where we fucking come out the other side of that hill was where my missus parked her car. Literally parked her car. But there was no one there that day. It was an empty car park. And I said to my mate, holy cunt, I know where we are. I was like, fucking my missus, like if this was a month ago, we would have fucking crashed into my missus' car. Literally, it was like parked right there. So I'm riding around all through them, big trees. They got those big pine trees and
all
shit.
in lines
We're
and
all
shit,
cruising
yeah.
in around there, and it was fun as fuck, man. 6 of us, people just popping on the back wheels, sitting it around. Like we were having the time of our life. And they were like, oh, let's go back and have lunch. So we go back and we're riding down this hill. And we all come off our bikes here and there. Like early in the day, I come off it. And I was at the back. I think I did come
Was
off
it
my
just
bike.
pretty loose gravel?
Loose gravel, and you just fucking just ride, and it just happens, And then my mate, I come off, and my mate was waiting for me, and then we're riding, and he's in front of me. Damo, shout out to Damo, the butcher. I think he, that fellow, and he went over the hangers, and I was behind him, and straight away he's like, "Fucking my fucking leg is broken." Instantly,
Straight up.
my leg is broken.
What, bone out? Did he see it? Or he just knew?
He just knew straight up, and all the other boys were ahead, so I fucking pulled on my bike. Stood it up, and then quickly, first thing I did is pulled out my phone, and Ambo started ringing them. And then got talking to the ambulance. By then, the other boys had come back, gave them the exact coordinates of where we were. I was like to my mate, oh, you got Google Maps? And gave him the exact coordinates. And I told them we're about 400 metres from Dead Horse Creek, which is one of those creeks up there. You got Addy Falls, Dead Horse Creek, and then Cardwell Spa Pools.
Yeah, okay.
And so we're about 400 metres from there. And then they're like, yeah,
pretty exact fucking...
Exact, like I knew exactly where we were. And I'm not even from Cardwell. Obviously, I'd been to those waterfalls a few times and that. But gave him the exact coordinates, whatnot. And they're like, okay, he's on his way. And then we're like, okay, we'll ride down. 2 of us will ride down and wait for you at the corner. So we ride down, we're waiting there. Still, it's been like 20 minutes. Fuck, no one's coming yet. No, fair enough. Waiting. We're like, fuck. Okay, we'll ride into where the tar road is, like into Cardwell, pretty much where they're coming from. So we ride in there, waiting there. Next minute, one of my mates rings me. I don't know how long it took or whatnot, but turns out they'd gone the long way around. The Ambos had gone like the Cardwell, the Alderbrecht Drive, like or road or whatever it is. Like they went the most ridiculous way.
distance.
Yeah, like if he was bleeding out, the Ambos would have something they'd have something to speak for because fucking they were the most useless. They went the
might have been
complete
busy.
wrong way. Could have been busy. Yeah,
Plenty happening in Cardwell.
when we got there, like I asked them, and one of them was a local, so I just don't know why they went the long way around. But to be fair, when they were there, they were so helpful.
Yeah,
they were awesome. It just took them
took them too long.
forever to get there. My mate was like, "Nah, you reckon his leg's actually broken when we rode down there?" I'm like, "Fuck, he seems pretty adamant." He's like, "He's just tanking it." Like he wasn't nothing. He's just like, "Yep, it's fucking broken." Like he's absolute tank.
Yeah, I've never broken a bone. I wouldn't know what it
it's
feels. You just know straight away.
Yeah, I've broken too many bones. It's the worst, absolute horrors.
right.
But yeah, so they rock up, they give him a whistle and that, and they fucking put him on the. And this goes back to this story continues with anything with fucking wheels, man. Because then we had a van. We had the van that fit all the bikes in. We went to start it. Fucking flat battery. Wouldn't start. Wouldn't fucking start. So then we had to push start it, but we had to push start it backwards. We had to like fucking push it backwards. And then
Why, 'cause you just couldn't turn
because
around
it was like
or-
kind of the top of the hill.
Oh, yeah.
And when we had to push it, there was a bit of a drop off, so we only had like 20 meters to work with. And my mate got it going too, Lancy. He's fucking legend. He's a diesel fitter. He's good with all that sort of shit. And he got it going, so all goods. Blah blah blah. But then so that trip ended, whatnot. We stayed there the night and sort of cut back the next day. My mate Damo had to go in and get he'd broken it in 3 different places, 2 bones in 3 different places. Had to fucking go into surgery, get all
Where do
that
they
shit
take him from
fixed.
Cardwell back down here?
Back to
There's
Ingham,
no
and then I think they
Ingham.
flew him from Ingham to Townsville, I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then so he's in hospital for however long, got a big steel rod put in his leg. Loves his fitness. He's a fitness freak, man. Most shredded cunt. So I thought this is going to be so hard for him.
Yeah.
And even when it happened, he was like more worried about his work. He's more worried about his financial situation. Like, cunt was a tank.
Yeah, it
Like,
would be
oh,
hard,
fucking
Like
work.
getting injured and then
Yeah,
thinking, fuck,
I know.
I've got to take time off work and
So
not
then-
make money.
He fucking puts his bike into a shop to get it fixed because it was having some dramas that day and whatnot. So he puts his bike into a shop. I don't know the legalities of shouting them out or whatnot, but I guess they're a shop near 1 Million Strong, North Shore there. I don't want to put their name on it, but they caused him an absolute mischief after that. So he goes to pick up his bike 3 months later. He's starting to heal again and whatnot. His mate drops him off. He's riding his bike back into town. I think he's doing 80. Fucking thing locks up on him, spits him over the handlebars, broken collarbone, broken shoulder.
really?
All the bark off his leg. Literally, his legs are just full of scars.
Just as he
right
got
now.
over the other...
Yeah,
Oh.
literally just, and then he's in hospital for a week. This is just before Christmas.
Fuck.
During Christmas, he was in hospital. Then he got COVID. He caught COVID when he was in hospital. Whatever.
Poor cunt.
Cunt has had a bad run, man. Yeah. And all because of that shop. I'm pretty sure you meant to test ride him when you fix them.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah, so that fucked him up, man. Absolutely, yeah. Fuck. That's anything with wheels, but yeah.
I'm hopeless with that shit too, Like, I wish I knew more about...
Yeah, same.
Engines
I know the
and-
bare minimum, but even then, that's fucking, it's...
I could
it's a
probably
headache.
do the very, very smallest, minimalist
Yeah.
service. And
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Change your oil and fucking water. That's about it, probably. I'm fucking pretty bad. I got no idea about fixing stuff.
I know a little bit, but still, even then, it just does. They do anything with wheels.
But
man,
out them
fuck.
cunts who can just like bush mechanics, they just fix shit.
Jack of all
like
trades.
anything. They
Yep.
just know. They look
Yep.
at something and they just figure it out.
Yeah, they're
I'd
tough.
love
A lot
to be
of the-
one of them
A lot of the
people.
ringers and that are like that.
Yeah.
Can just do all of that
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
Just-
but then not only that, they can build. They can,
Yeah.
you know, it's fucking pretty. It's a dying
Yeah.
sort of. Dying
Yeah,
sort
no,
of
it's
art.
impressive.
But my bike, so we went riding after that, me and my mate, and we were at Shaw's Road there and I crashed it and we couldn't get it started. So we had to ring up his cousin with a ute, pardon me, and then we had to push my bike like fucking couple hundred meters, put it under a fence, drag it under. And then so I got my bike rebuilt. It ended up fucking cooking it. So I got top end rebuilt. And by shout out to Jed, he's fucking wicked motor mechanic here in Townsville. And he fixed it and he said, "Oh, your battery's on the way out, man. You need a new battery." He said, "Just get one from there's better ones than the ones they had at his shop." So I was like, that's on my to-do list. And then like a month or later, I was like, I'll take my bike for a ride. It's good to take him for a ride every now and then, you know, keep the wheels. So I was going to go to gym. I thought I'll take it to gym. And then when I was starting, I was like, that battery sounding all fuck pretty low, all right. But I got it started. I thought, I'll take it to gym. Worst case scenario, I'll just kickstart it.
Yeah.
Kickstart. So I go to gym, fucking do legs, the chicken legs, fucking stupid move. And then I'm about to come out, and then I look at my phone just when I'm leaving. It's on 2% battery. I'm like, fuck, should have put that cunt on charge before I went. Go to start it. It's dying. I'm like, fuck off.
Leg don't have enough power to kick
and then I
it
tried
over.
kickstarting it. I couldn't kickstart it. I don't know. Fucking my legs were fucking wrecked. So then I try and ring in the message. She's not answering. So I send her a message saying, can you bring the jumper pack to the gym in like a 8mm socket because I got to take the seat off. And then eventually I'm just chilling there for like an hour or whatever. And then eventually she comes. And then I try that, take the seat off. Fucking no go, no bueno. Fucking headache, fucking motorbikes and then wheels. I'm just in the, you're just over it.
Yeah.
This fucking piece of shit. I'll sell this fucking thing. Give it away. You want it? No. And then, so I go to the shop, get a new battery, come back. I'm taking the nuts off, and there's a stupid design. They got these square nuts. It's a fucking weird design on the battery. I got a KTM 350, and then the fucking nuts fall down into the bike. I didn't have a magnet with me, and I was like, do not drop this cunt, because I could see this happen, and fell down. Luckily, it fell into the air filter. But during this whole process, I'm like in the horrors, and this cunt comes up to me, like this is in the Mundingburra Planet Fitness sort of gym car park there. I'm just stressed out in the sun, fucking working on my bike, and then it's like 2:00 in the afternoon, and then I just hear this cunt hovering over me. Hey mate, you got bike dramas? Fuck, who the fuck they kind of
trying to help you fix
and I
it
look
or
over and there's this cunt in a suit. He's obviously a suit from op shop. Like he does not fit him at all.
It was wearing him.
He's got it was wearing him, and he's got an iPad in his hand, and I'm like, oh yeah, bud, just flat battery, just changing my battery. He's like, oh yeah, like I was like, in hand, and I'm like, oh no, man, oh my god, and then he's like, do you want to buy some Versace sunglasses?
What opens up his coat like the
he's
movies?
cracked out. He's off his head, man, jaw swinging. Yeah, so I look at him and I don't know. I just thought, I'm like, oh no, man, I don't really need sunnies right now.
Get some safety glasses in. You want safety glasses? Gucci safety glasses.
You got a magnet on you? I got a magnet.
He probably fucking pulled it out from somewhere.
So he fucks off. But then yeah, it's pretty dog to say. But you ever take like it's pretty. I don't know how to explain this without sounding like a dickhead. Do you ever take like motivation or gratification from crackheads? You know what I mean? Like I'm in the horrors. I've been trying to fucking get my bike going for the last 2 hours in a car park, and I see him, and I'm like, I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah. You feel better at yourself after seeing people like that.
It's pretty bad to say, but well, I don't know. It took a little bit of motivation. For
Whatever it takes to get through.
Shit. So I got the battery in, and I'm like, please start, cunt. Oh, fuck yeah, thank fuck.
Gives you something to giggle about
all
for
good.
the rest of the.
It was all good, and then from now, ever since my bike's been fucking fine. It's going like a fucking. It's purling, but yeah, it just made me think. Oh, bud, what?
You should have asked him for a magnet. Imagine he's like, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Comes back with fucking all these magnets. He probably could that. They're resourcul,
Oh, they are. They're fucking resourceful.
He would have found some from somewhere.
They're fucking resourceful, true. Like I don't know what he's doing with his iPad. I don't know if like I just thought his state of mind. In his mind, did he think he was like
council heat?
Did he think he was like he probably watched some fucking documentary on YouTube about salesmen selling glasses or something? He's like, oh, I could be a salesman.
Just got to dress nice, go buy a little fucking $20 suit
down
from
to
the op
Salvos.
shop.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just how do you get yourself in that state? You know, well, I've never been in that kind of state. But I've been in some fucked up states before. But honestly, poor cunt. I wonder if he sold these Versace.
Yeah, I wonder if he made any money on them.
Oh, but yeah, anything we'll say after that. Yeah, I've had a heap of, and then the list ain't even in there. Like fucking the other morning, I was going to leave to work. First thing in the morning, my car. It was like fucking, it's like the handbrake was on, skipping, like what the fuck? And I went up, did a UE, come back to my house. It was like the clutch was burning, was having issues. I was like, fuck. So this is when I'm going to work, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then it was raining, so I couldn't drive my bike. And I went to start my Zook, bat flattery.
Bat flattery.
Yeah, the old bat flattery. So then, yeah, I thought I'll fucking start it for me, jumper pack and go, jumper pack flat. So my missus ends up taking me to work. We get halfway to work. Do we shut the gate? We look on the cameras. Fuck, the gate's still open. So we do a UE, come back. One of my dogs has gotten out.
Fucking hell.
That was one thing after the other. Then I was like, oh, righto, fuck it. I'll drive my Zook around for a bit. And it's a busted old bush beast. So I'm at Bunnings. I go to get a heap of.
Yeah, we've heard the stories about it.
It's a fucking bust ass rig. Shouldn't even be red. I don't even fucking. I don't know how it's red.
You just got to keep the roadworthy active because if it runs out, you're not getting another one. Man. That's like my car now. I can't let that Rego run out because it's probably not roadworthy.
I know you're paying. That's exactly what I'm doing. Just keep that gun alive. But yeah, then I go to Bunnings, get a heap shit from Bunnings, put it in the back, and then I go to drive off, and the chair snaps like that. It was a busted out chair. It snaps, and I'm driving home holding the chair up like a big stiff back hanging on the steering wheel. Yeah, and then I fucking get home, and then I go to start my lawnmower. Fucking lawnmower died. Like this is all within like a month. This all didn't happen in one day. Can't be pulling my hair out. But yeah. So then my lawnmower fucking clapped out and wouldn't start. So that's what we're at the moment. We're looking at buying a new car, going all out.
I thought you were going to say lawnmower.
Yeah,
because I was going to say I bought one.
My lawnmower. Fuck yeah.
I went to fucking pull my cord. Well, we only got the busted old one from the next door neighbours at my parents because the old fella passed away. He gave us it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was pretty busted, but I got probably 6 months out of it. And I went to pull that cord, didn't work. I fucking tried to replace it, couldn't get it fucking working again. So I bought one the week before last. I bought a little fucking Ryobi
electric
battery.
Yeah.
It's actually good, man.
I've gone electric with my whippersnipper and wouldn't look back ever.
I got all Ryobi stuff. And because I don't have a massive yard either, it's fucking so good.
Pretty easy. You can do it off one battery?
Yeah.
You can?
Well, it's got a double one. It's a flash one. You can put two batteries in it, but I think one would do it.
Yep. That's fucking pretty. Yeah,
it's fucking sick,
I'm like that
bro.
with my whippersnipper. I'll never go back. And old Dave Maselli, shout out to Dave.
Yeah, Muscles from Brussels.
Muscles from Brussels. He's the one who put me on. I was looking at those electric whippersnippers. He's like, mate, my kids bought me electric one. Would never look back. 10 times better. And I did this since then. I did it, and I'm the same.
Yeah, I was always a bit iffy, like, I don't know if I could go.
It's gutless.
Yeah,
Can't be
but it's
fucking
fucking
raw,
good, man.
unleaded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Give us
But
a fucking 4-stroke.
Yeah. So fucking anything with wheels, but yeah, that's all right. That's good to know. My workmate ended up fixing that one.
Yeah.
I was going to take it to the shop because I'm fucking. I'm not dealing with that shit. And then
That's how it goes, but once one thing
Yeah.
goes shit, it's like you just got to run of them. And
I'll-
you got to get through it. You just laugh about it.
I was driving home in that Zook in such a fucking angry state, holding this chair up, thinking, "Cunt, I'm in my 30s. I'm driving a busted ass rig. I fucking own a house. Like what? You know what I mean? I'm still driving. I'm going brand new, cunt. I'm getting a brand new 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
you
Like,
gotta-
but yeah. So that's
You got to look at it and laugh
it is what-
sometimes.
Yeah, I know it is.
Once you're
that
through
shit
it,
happens. Yeah.
It's like,
and I find that a lot of that shit happens at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. I've had a really good year. Otherwise,
just
you know what I mean?
testing
So
you.
it
And
is
that's what
it is.
happens, though. You fucking think everything's going
100%.
smooth, and then
Yep.
it just has to.
Yep.
Life has to just remind you
That's
that
how
it's
it goes. Hey, pull your head and go.
it's not always easy.
Snap back to reality.
Step back to reality. Oh.
Proper man. But
Well, another episode down.
another one, me and Hoops.
Thanks.
Spinning shit about anything and anything. Didn't even know we're going to be talking about lawnmowers and crackheads.
Fucking
Lawnmowers and crackheads. What a
shout out to battery fucking operated lawnmowers.
Yeah, righty.
Give them a go.
Fuck yeah. Hey, go on then.
Thanks for listening,
Catch us on the next
casuals.
one.
Make sure you head over to the socials and
and subscribe.
now, like the socials, we're trying to build them up and keep active on there. Subscribe, follow,
Get amongst it.
YouTube, Spotify, all the rest of it.
You know the drill.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah, well.